What's good, YouTube? It's your man Rage King back with another one. Yes, another upload to the channel. And before we get started, I ask if y'all please go down there and hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that share button, hit that bell for notifications if you're new. Welcome to Rebel Rage TV. This is how we do Rage and Rebels. Crown up. And if you're new to the crew, welcome to the Rage and Rebel Revolution. Now let's vibe, and y'all, big news coming out of Activision Blizzard regarding Bobby Kotick, the CEO of Activision Blizzard, i.e., or as I like to call him, aka the godfather of skill-based matchmaking, i.e., the ruiner of modern-day video games. So let's speak on it. Now we got an article here. We're gonna read, we're gonna react. That's just how we do over here. All right, so let's get into it. One of the highest-paid CEOs in the U.S., Bobby Kotick, requests pay cut after series of company lawsuits. Now, before we get into the article, for the people that are not familiar with Bobby Kotick, I've done videos on this guy before. As I've just stated before earlier, I believe that the guy is the godfather of ruining modern day games. He's the inventor of skill-based matchmaking. Well, not the inventor, but he's definitely the person that was a heavy influencer in getting skill-based matchmaking in games. The reason why you see games not played the way that they're supposed to, he's the guy that was at the forefront for all of that. And for those that also don't realize, Bobby Kotick is also the CEO of the company that has had a bunch of sexual misconduct lawsuits brought upon them at Activision Blizzard. Now, I personally have been saying I believe Bobby Kotick should be fired, but seeing this pay cut that he's getting ready to take right here, I think that's a little bit worse than firing him. So let's get into it. In a letter from the CEO of the California-based video game company Activision Blizzard, Bobby Kotick, one of the highest-paid CEOs in the U.S., stated that he would accept a pay cut after a series of lawsuits and harassment claims were filed against the company. On October 28th, Kotick released a letter to Activision Blizzard employees addressing past events as well as what the company planned to do moving forward. This included the adoption of a new company-wide zero-tolerance harassment policy, a $250 million investment to increase the percentage of women and non-binary employees at the company by 50%, the waiving of required arbitration of sexual harassment and discrimination claims, increasing visibility on pay equity, and the promise to provide regular progress updates going forward. In the past, when we discovered and substantiated harassment, we terminated some employees and provided verbal or written warnings or different disciplinary actions to others, Kotick said. In retrospect, to achieve our goals for workplace excellence, this approach is no longer adequate. Sorry, still early. We need tougher rules and consistent monitoring across the entire company to make sure reports are being handled correctly and discipline is appropriate and swift. According to a 2020 report by CGlytics.com, Kotick was ranked as the 40th highest paid CEO in the U.S. At its height, his salary was estimated to be around $150 million. $150 million. That's a lot of money. Back in April, Kotick agreed to a 50% pay cut to his salary. In his letter, he expressed a desire to reduce this amount further. I want to ensure that every available resource is being used in the service of becoming the industry leader in workplace excellence, Kotick said. Accordingly, I have asked our board of directors to reduce my total compensation until the board has determined that we have achieved the transformational gender-related goals and other commitments described above. Specifically, I have asked the board, to reduce my pay to the lowest amount California law will allow for people earning a salary, which this year is $62,500. So you went from making $150 million to literally making about 5% of that. Wow. You know, I probably shouldn't say this, but fuck it. I don't mean to quote video game characters here, but I got to quote Raiden when he says, "There are fates worse than death." Allow me to spin that a little bit. There are fates worse than being fired, all right? This would be one of them. To go from a guy making 9 figures, right? Making 9 figures, from 9 figures to 5, that is a tremendous pay cut. Tremendous pay cut. You went from making a CEO salary to now making a manager salary, if you're lucky. in the state of California. That's not including lifestyle changes that has possibly been made. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that the guy's going to absolutely go broke. I mean, as if you're making $150 million a year, I would hope that your ass didn't invested into something other than the video game company. You understand what I'm saying? I would hope you got some millions stashed somewhere, because $150 million to not making 62.5 thousand, that's tremendous, bro. That's tremendous. Hell, even taking a 50% pay cut from $150 million. That is a huge lump sum of money, dude. That is a huge lump sum of money, bro. Let's continue. Kotick noted that the reduction would be applied to his overall compensation, not just his salary, until the new goals they have set are met. At the same time, he will not receive any bonuses or granted any equity. I truly wish not a single employee had had an experience at work that resulted in hurt, humiliation, or worse. And to those who were affected, I sincerely apologize. You have my commitment that we will do everything possible to honor our values and create the workplace every member of this team deserves, Kotick said. The first of the lawsuits aimed toward Activision Blizzard was filed in July. The suit, filed by the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing, alleged that the work culture at Activision Blizzard allowed for gender discrimination and sexual harassment. Some company executives reportedly knew about the behavioral issues and may have also enabled it. Both the lawsuit and investigation are still ongoing. Activision Blizzard denied many of the claims included in the report. After CEO Bobby Kotick apologized for the company's initial public response to the lawsuit, stating that it was tone deaf, around 3,000 company workers sent an open letter to executives and staged a walk-off protest. In August, another lawsuit, this time filed by the Activision Blizzard shareholders, alleged that the corporate leadership at the company were neglectful, negatively affecting share prices. Around the same time, the DFEH added to its complaint by accusing Activision Blizzard of suppressing evidence in the investigation, which Activision Blizzard denied. In September, the latest investigation into Activision Blizzard involved multiple investigations by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. As a result of this, the EEOC received a settlement of $18 million. The EEOC's investigative process, public discussion on discrimination and harassment, and your reports and suggestions help shine a light on practices we need to improve, policies that need to be strengthened, and resources we are now adding, Kotick said. The EEOC's review was a catalyst to sharpen our focus on the ways we can become a company others emulate as a model for workplace excellence and one with an unwavering commitment to its values. Now, a lot to take in there, but I will end the video on this. As I've said before, I called for Bobby Kotick's job, but to see this guy, and this is just what the reports say, we don't know how true this is, because he may say he's taking a cut in his salary, to 62.5 thousand K. He may be taking that, but he may be getting money somewhere else. That's just how it works. You understand what I'm saying? But I will end the video this. I've been calling for this man's job for a very long time now. Anytime you're in a video game industry and say that you want to make video games no longer fun, and then seeing this happen, I'm not wishing this on anybody, but I will say that this is karmatic and poetic justice, seeing how a guy that wanted to ruin video games now has to have his very livelihood that he tried to destroy, destroyed. So it seems like to me that he got exactly what he wanted, but not what he intended. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you intended to make video games worse and not fun, but look at the price. Look at the literal price you had to pay to get to that point. And y'all should have known something was up when Call of Duties every year were releasing every year and they were getting worse. But yet people started asking the question, where is the money going, when we know damn well we're giving y'all the money? Y'all got all this money, but yet these games are coming out worse and worse. How the hell has that happened? Now we finally got our answer, and hopefully this would be what we need. This is what is needed. And it's unfortunate it had to happen like this. It's unfortunate that bad things have to happen first in order for good to truly be appreciated. But I would hope that this is what is needed to finally get Activision off their ass and finally start delivering good video games again. But that's just my opinion. That's going to be the end of my video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed. It's been a pleasure making it for you. My name Rage King. I am out, and I'll be back later on with more videos, more commentary, and more good content. Now, hashtag that enough said. See y'all later.